Girls, this is teacher Annabelle here, feeling very much happy and joyful to know that we are starting a new cycle. We're going to be looking at package number 1, and I am going to be here to assist you with mathematics. Let's take a look at the activities for week 1 in package number 1. Week 1 will run from November 8th to the 12th, okay? And our learning outcomes or objectives for this week is the following. Let's take a look at day 1. For day 1, we will be doing multiplying 2-digit numbers. Okay? Our instructions follow instructions. They are very much clear. Okay? The first thing that we need to do is to study the information, which has the steps on how to solve 2-digit multiplication. Once you have read through that information, follow the steps, then you go ahead and click on the YouTube link and watch the video, so that then you can go ahead and confidently complete activity 1. Okay, day 1 is basically a review, because by now we should all be able to handle 2-digit multiplication. Okay, now let's take a look at the first example to see if we can go ahead and apply the steps that are given to us. We have 52 times 18. So for this activity, what we need to go ahead and do is to apply the steps that we can see on the information. First thing that we need to do is to multiply by the ones place. So we have the number 8 here, and we will multiply 8 times 2 is 16. Then we go ahead and put 8 times 5 is 40 plus 1, 41. Next, we go ahead and add a 0 to hold the ones place there. Our third step now is to go ahead and multiply by the tens place. So we will put 1 times 2 is 2. We place our answer there. And then we do 1 times 5 is 5, and we place our answer here. Our last step is to go ahead and add the numbers. 6 plus 0 is 6, 2 plus 1 is 2, and then 5 plus 4 is 9. We have our answer, which is known as the product, because we are multiplying. Whenever we multiply numbers, our answer to multiplication is known as the product. So our product is 926. Good. Let's take a look at day 2. For day 2, our instructions again is telling us to go ahead and read, study the information or the steps on how to multiply mentally 2-digit numbers using math shortcuts. Then we go ahead and we click on this link here, so that then we can finalize our day by completing the activity there. Let's take a look at the information there. You read through the steps here, so that we can now go ahead and do number 1 for the activity 2. Before we do that, let me quickly highlight this here. This part says that this shortcut or this mental math is only applicable if the tens digits is the same. Like for example here, the 7 and the 7 are in the tens digit, they are the same. And if the ones digit sums up to 10. So you see the 2 plus 8 will give me the value 10. So this is just one shortcut or one way by which we can multiply 2-digit numbers without having to follow the process that you did in the previous day, okay, or in the previous lesson, day 1. You don't have to. This is just a shortcut that when you look at it and you see that the tens digits are the same, and then that the ones digit add to 10, you can apply this mental math for that problem. So let's take a look at number 1 for activity 2. We have 63 times 67. Immediately when you see a number such as this one, 63 times 67, you know that the tens place, the numbers are the same. 6 and 6 are the same. And when we look at the ones place, 7 and 3, when we add them, they add up to the number 10. That means that this particular problem, we can apply the math shortcut. The first thing that we do is we go ahead and multiply 3 times 7 will give me 21. Okay? And then what do we do with the tens digit? We put it in this manner. 6 times, we're not going to do 6 times 6. We'll do 6 times 6 plus 1. Okay? Whereby if we solve this problem here, we will be able to have 6. First, we need to do brackets, which is 6 plus 1 gives me 7. And then 6 times 7 will give me 42. So from this here, we know that our answer is 4. I cannot place the answer there, so I'm going to put it here. 4, 2, 2, 1. That's our answer. Okay, you go ahead and apply the same steps to the following one. Let's take a look at day 3 now. For day 3, we are going to be doing division of numbers that are multiples of 10. Okay, again, this package, we go ahead and we read information, we study the steps, and then we go ahead and click on this link here, watch the video, so that then we can go ahead and apply the steps and complete activity 3. Now, here it is immediately when you see that you are dividing numbers that are multiples of 10, you can apply this easy way to divide numbers. So this is another way to doing mental math, but applicable in division. So let's take a look at number 1 for this activity 3 and apply the steps that are there. Let's take a look at the first activity. Okay, what we need to do first is to go ahead and identify our concrete numbers, which is 15 and 5 for each, right? So that we can then go ahead and then divide them. So we will say 15 divided by 5, we will get the answer. That's right, 3. Good. So what do we do next with the zeros? The step there says that you go ahead and minus them. Or what we can do is simply cancel them out. For example, I will say if there's a 0 here and a 0 there, then I can cancel it out, right? If you notice, there's another 0 here and another 0, so I can also cancel them out. So my answer is 3. I know that immediately when you see that big number and you say 1,500 divided by 500, you're already panicking and you're wondering, I don't know the answer to that. and you want to take out your calculator and calculate. But hey, boys and girls, this is why we are doing mental math, so that when we see these big numbers that are multiples of 10, we do not freak out, but remember that we just need to identify the core, identify the concrete numbers, divide them, and then just cancel out the zeros. Apply the same steps to the rest of the problems. Okay, finally, day 4. Day 4 is simply problem solving, okay, where we will be again multiplying and dividing numbers. Read through these questions properly, and on the space provided here, go ahead and show your working, and then make sure that you go ahead and write your answers there. Okay, thank you, boys and girls, and we'll see you for week 2 of package 1 next week.